I just made $2,263 in 28 days using nothing but my story. No ads, no big following, none of the things that people say that we need in order to make money online. And the only thing that I used was the story that I used to downplay because I thought it wasn't impressive because it wasn't like everybody else's story. It didn't seem as important or as large as everybody else's. But I'm here today to tell you that your story can help you make money online today. But the thing is, you have to share that story. And so most people believe that making money online requires a big difference or a viral moment in order to get people to actually see it. But the first step before you even get to a viral moment is sharing that moment in general, right? Because what actually moves people is your story. And the way that you're able to connect with people in your life and in business is through your transformation. Because people don't pay for the hype, people pay for your hope. And that hope for them to actually move from the place where they are to the same level of transformation that you actually achieve. And so when you actually share your story, you show that change is possible. You show that there is a way to get out of the situation that you were currently in. Because let's be honest, when we're going through something, it seems like there is no light at the end of the tunnel. It feels like we're just stuck there. But we're able to persevere and endure until we actually get to that place where we actually see the light at the end of the tunnel and come out of the tunnel. Now, when we share our story, our testimony, that's where people actually see transformation. Because what you're doing is you're helping them by actually shining the flashlight, telling them, hey, there's a way out. My story did that for some people, and it made me $2,263 in 28 days online. And so, inside of my identity to influence initiative, this is the very thing that I go over with my clients, right? This is the very thing that I help people with so that way they can share their story and uncover it to see the transformation happen for other people, right? Because when people see themselves in your story, they start asking, can I do that too? Can I get your transformation as well? Answer is yes. If you want to be a part of that, the link is in the description. But here's the one thing that I want to help you with. How do you even come to the point of sharing your story? And what is the three things that people need when it comes to actually hearing your story? So, number one, here's the way and the exact process that I used to get to the point of making money online. Number one, I shared my real story, not the fake one, not the makeup one, not the one that just feels good, all the wins. No, that's no. I had to get personal. I had to get real. I told you the ups and I told you the downs. I told you the real struggles that I went through. Because let's be honest, I'm not a perfect person and neither are you. So why do we try to make up our story as if we are perfect? The real story creates real transformation. But you have to be okay with sharing that part of it. Again, people are transformed through your testimony. Number two, the second way that I actually helped create this story to where people actually hate me online for transformation is I created content that actually connected with them. So I didn't use big words, fancy words that they didn't understand. Because if you ever went to college and you had that one professor that used all these big words that you didn't know nothing about, you zoned out. You heard them, but you wasn't listening. So that's the same way with your audience. When you don't speak their language, that real language, the language that you use while you was in the struggle, you won't connect with them. You have to know your audience. You have to know and put yourself back into that place to understand what was I saying at that point that I can resonate with them, so that way they can hear me and know that I'm here with them, right? I had to create content that actually aligned with them. And so it's not for clicks, but it's to actually help people see you and see your transformation. The third thing that helped me get my story polished, the real story, to where people actually paid me $2,263, right? I made a real offer. In order for you to get paid online, you have to make a real offer. You have to give people an offer for them to actually go on that same journey with you to see that same transformation. Because if you don't make them an invitation or an offer to even join you on that, how are they ever going to get real transformation? They not. All right. Because if it wasn't for me helping them, guess what? They probably would have been in the same predicament that they was once in, that I could have helped them with. It's just like seeing somebody on the side of the road, but you just wave at them and say, "Hey, I got what you need, but I'm finna keep driving." Nah, we got to pull over. We got to help them, because at the end of the day, that's what's life. That's what life is about, and it's not about the money. Because God gave us this testimony, He allowed us to go through these things in order to get to this point. Your story is powerful. Your story is worth it. The the struggle and the pain that you're going through right now, I promise you, that's going to be the very thing that connects you with your people. Not everybody, but your people. And your people will find you. And guess what? You'll be able to provide value, and they'll give you value back in terms of time, attention, and their assets. Right. And so that process of going through, sharing my real story, creating content that actually connected with them, and actually making a real offer, that's what made me $2,263 in 28 days. And so without selling out, without faking it, without selling my soul, that's what helped me make money online. I can't speak for nobody else. And I'm not going to make up any fake numbers. These are the exact numbers that I made in the last 28 days. And so I believe God brought you through something so that way you can actually help the next person. It wasn't just for survival, it wasn't just to test you, but it was to help the next person. There have been multiple instances where I've shared my story and what I went through with the next person in order to help them overcome grief, overcome the struggles of their journey, to know that they wasn't in it by themselves. And so if you're in business, that's what business is actually about. Your brand is you. And so if you're not able to relate or connect with your people, you don't have a business. You don't have a brand. Like, God brought you through it for somebody else's deliverance, right? Your story is a ministry. Your story is a lamppost for people to come and see. And so if you're actually ready to turn your story into impact, influence, and then your income, make sure you drop down below impact, so that way I can know that you're on the right track to transformation. And I also send you the details. Matter of fact, click the link in the description to join my masterclass, where I go over the 5 secrets that entrepreneurs miss when it comes to personal branding, to where you can actually connect with your audience in a real way. And so I thought my story disqualified me. I thought my story was too small, but my story was just enough for the right people. Your story is just enough for the right people. You are enough and continuing to be enough. Your life will change when you help change the life of others. When will you start? When are you going to tell your story? Because I'm waiting to hear it. Let me know what your story is down below. Because in the comments, people may even find transformation there. But $2,263 in 28 days, that could be you, and potentially more. Share your story. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you click the link in the description if you want to join the Identity to Influence Masterclass. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.